Alright. Hello, YouTube. We're gonna be streaming today Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm gonna be voice acting the best I can a Realm Reborn. Let's go. I already got another character here. I have a Rothgar that I've been playing. He's a paladin level 33, but for the purposes of this video and the series, we'll be using Ted Bloss, named after my two dogs. And the character was created with the help of my wife. She helped me make this very, very handsome Ellison. And let's play. Let's go.
Here. Here. Feel.
Oh boy. Whoa.
Hear, feel, think.
Okay. Boy! You alright, lad? You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Feeling better, Koopa? Let me rephrase that.
Feeling better, Cooper. Aha! You can use us. I had a feeling you could. Cooper! Oh. We're Muggles, and we live in this way. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Cooper. And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The world's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious? Cooper. of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice meeting you. Goodbye.
Gridania's still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't much care for a conversation, see? Vermont's the name, and peddling's my trade. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business. These days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? To gain power. Power? As in, power to do good? Like protecting the weak and fighting? For what's right and all that? Aye. I thought that's what you want. I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting. That's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you'd best enroll in it at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild neither. Gridania's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a bow, a polearm, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead. And that's a fact. Halt! Go no farther! What's this then? Ah! What's going on? A skirmish has broken up ahead with the Ixil. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Bloody hells, we shall hold them here. Try to break clear. That was too bleeding close. Nice of the Ixil to send us a welcoming party, though, eh? Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feather fiends. So you just take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? It is. Well then, let this journey itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Grenadnia lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all Eorzea. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be. Saying that, not since the calamity laid half it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in and gave the Ixil unneeded encouragement. Birdmen raids have become a daily occurrence. At long last. Behold, Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania. Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanking for keeping me company. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the matron take him to her bosom, that he may never want. And in his heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Here we go. You there! Yes, you! Your fate is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I am Bertinent, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove they're her friends. Let us see which you are. recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Will do. Another green brunch. Another green adventurer, I presume. I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. The Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mune within. Mune? Let me know how to say that. Mune. I'm gonna go for Mune within. She will keep you in hand. She will take you in hand. You have begun a quest. Use duty list to help you complete your task. She is. I already know how to do this part. Oh, she's an Ellison, just like me. Oh. Well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wandering young adventurer. Come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Welcome. Mione is my name, or Mother Mione, as most call me. And the Carline Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through her gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventuring by assisting the peoples of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation. To the outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be farther from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlian Empire to the north. And that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. But I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years passed, Eorsa was well high laid to waste when the dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon, Dalmud, and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the calamity. Scarcely a square mile of the Twelves Wood was spared the devastation, yet despite the forest's extensive woods, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I am well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we call ill-explained, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet, amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing: that Eorzea was saved from a certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm. And yet, whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to recall their faces to mind, we see naught but the silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another warrior of light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scrawl your name right there. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you used your real name. There is a special place in the 7th hell for those who use amusing aliases. Ted Blossom, and you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania, nation blessed of elementals and bounty of the Twelveswood. The guild expects great things from you. Look at what just arrived. Another goddamned adventurer. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very self that Gridania needs. The elder Seatseer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not, lest you forget. It is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer! Mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th hell. Pay that outburst no mind. He meant only to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the Twelveswood of late, you see, and the wood whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however. Given a catalogue of exemplary deeds and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Now then, you may depend on the Old Mother Miune to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first steps as an adventurer in the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Munit, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Great! Level 2! Right. Way of the Lancer. Okay. Let's do this first. Can be used here. Can be used here. Okay. Halt! Unregistered outsiders are not permitted beyond this point. If you wish to remain in our city, you must obey the rules, our rules, and proceed to the Caroline canopy at once. Okay, cool. Guess I have to. But already registered. Okay. Let's see. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetheryte. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetheryte Plaza, not far from the Caroline canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetheryte plays a key role in the life of an ever-wandering adventurer. Once you have located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. For your second task, you are to visit the Lancers Guild. There is no better place to learn the arts of the polearm. Speak with Jillian, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of the old Gridania commercial district. There you shall find weapons, armor, and all the various items that an adventurer might need for his travels. There is, however, more than the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Parsemontret and listen well to his counsel. These names are gonna kill me, guys. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You have your tasks, Ted. May Nafika guide your path. Ah, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I am certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time, folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. I also suggest that you lend an ear to Smith here in the canopy. The Smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. All this stuff. Century. Navigation. Greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have recently taken up the Adventurer's Mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, or nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of mentors' aids to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not haste to ask me if you would like to know more. Okay. Cool. It's done with. Now we go. First things first. Attune to the Aetherite. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithfully following Mother Miuna's instructions. Allow me to offer you a bit instruction myself. I am Nisia of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Aetherite. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that trap into the ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Truly, few things in this role are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all before rushing out into the wilds. I suggest you start with the Aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn about the Aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. Thank you. You attune with the Aetherite, you are now able to use the return spell. Awesome. Return. Spell is many times. Okay, let's take this little moment to attune ourselves to all the Aetherites that are here in Gridania, and then we'll continue the quests here and here. Alright, let's see. you are watching this in clips later, we'll see you in a bit. What is this one? What beautiful ambient sounds this game has. Been really enjoying it. Love this MMO. Tuning. Just in case we need to come to the Archer Guild at some point. Ethernet. Easy. Ethernet. So like I said before, I do have another character. So I know I need to attune myself to quite a lot of this aetherite things in the city. So it is easier to move around. So off to Old Gridania. This is the markets. This is the guy we gotta meet. Parsimantret. By the way, by what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Parsimantret, master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here bold as you please and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! A merchant does not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you had some tasty morsel to curry my favor, then I might reconsider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of Miona's handiwork, and more especially, her baking. That doesn't look... Don't look so surprised, son. I smell that eel pie of yours a mom away. Hand it over. Reluctantly so. That flaky crust, just divine. Very well. I am a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. The aspiring adventurer need look no further than a rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you'd best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Such goods are the province of the Rosewood Stalls, directly south of here. You will be pleased to learn the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so you needn't fear defective straps or the like. If it is potions and paraphilia you seek, head north of Ebony Stalls. The shelves there are lavishly stocked by widely traveled Uldan merchants, and I may truly say that I have seen things among their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. Do you follow me thus far? The first step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs. Then you may concern yourself with price and profit. There's a little more I can teach you. I can teach you with mere words. Go, peruse the stalls and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience after all, and I am weary of talking, unless you have another eel pie. Okay. More items. Okay. Now let's get out of here and attune to a few aetherites around the city. Aetherite. Oh, there's one right here. Tuning. Okay, that's the Lancer's Guild. Again, gotta attune. Oh yeah. We'll attune to that one first, and then we go. Wait a minute. Yes, we go this way. What's that way? Maybe go down here, okay. Swimming is important, guys. Oh, hello. Neji Nira. So Conjurer's Guild is this one. Let's go. Leg it, boy. Come on. Huff, 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 and puff. Move those scrawny legs, my friend. Look at this Galaxy Blame play. We're gonna use this Aetherite to get teleported to the Lancers Guild and finish the mission. Boss. I've attuned myself to all the Ethernet shards in Gridania. The Blue Badger Gate and Yellow Serpent Gate and the airship landing area are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. Interesting. Cool. But really, I just want to go here. Lancers Guild. Oh. Okay, you're part of the quest. Welcome to the Lancers Guild. I see you brought your own spear. If you seek to refine your skills with the polearm, then you have come to the right place. Here are the Lancers Guild spears wielders gathered to train with one another and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting. And with the game ever plentiful in the Twelveswood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals ever since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place of spear masters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. that spear technique could be formalized at all owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by Woodwhaler Captain Mistay, nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without, as well as within Gridania's borders, persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive, but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you are will to enlist, speak with me again, and we can begin enrollment procedures. Oh, I do. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Ewain know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. Okay, let's go. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. Though you may have doubtless brandished a spear before this day, and perhaps even in earnest, you will have a long way to go before you may call yourself a Lancer in sooth. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist a myriad of fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate, favoring armor of leather and chain, such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield. For good or ill, even in the farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet, know that lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not to the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage. And that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you resolved to wield the lance? Yeah. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you place within our ranks. But I neglected to introduce myself. I am Ewan, master of this guild. pleasantries duly exchanged, I hereby assign you your first task, a trial to be precise. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn gauge such as things as a distance, you are to go forth and brandish your spear with reckless abandon. The squirrels, ladybugs, and fungoars that roam just outside the city should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let us say, 3 of each, and then report back to me. Alright, let's go. That was a long conversation. Lasted all night. Okay, let's go to... airship land. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do this quest first. Mapping the realm. Central shroud. Yep. Okay. Achievements. Cool. Oof. One down. Binding items. Okay. The fate system. Full active time event. I see. Cool, looks like I'm close to a fate. Got a high quality item. Okay, got myself a ring. Cool. There's a fate over here that we can try. Be right back, guys. back. I'm gonna have to make an intermission sign just for those kind of things. Right, off to Gridania. We'll hand in the quest for the Lancers first, and then we'll do the MSQ shortly after. Because we have the Ether network basically working now, should be okay. Experience a little bit of lag. Off we go. Ether network. Lancers get Lancers. Okay. We'll go down. So you are back, and I trust you learned something of essence of her art. A Lancer learns best when he is doing each thrust, making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time. And never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. I would have you take with this hunting log. It bears the names of the creatures against which a Lancer might hone his skills. So be sure to there is no single way to master our art. The log serves to guide you should you find yourself in need of direction. That will be all for the present. Now take up your weapon, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. The next Lancer quest will be available from Yawen, upon reaching level 5. Awesome. Completed. Using items. Cool. Hunting log. Oh, it's in this little book thing. Hunting log with H. Oh, they each offer a little bit of XP. Alright. I see. Okay. Now on to the main quest. Let's go. Gotta hand in one thing first. Off to the airship. Victory Gucci. Okay, here we go, Mother Mune. The conquering hero returns. You have completed my little tasks, I trust. The 3 locations you visited will feature prominently in your life as an adventurer. It is best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you took the time to listen to the woes of the citizenry. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to lend your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial the matter may seem. I am thankful that you are an obliging sort, Ted. It is adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locals and pave the way for those who follow. I pray Gridania can rely on your aid in its struggles to come. that unlock? Okay. Can't do it right now. Let's see what you got for me, Tatosa. Crunch, 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 crunch. What the? This isn't the... I must have mistaken this metal bit for a nut whilst out foraging for food in the forest. A spare snaffle misplaced by some sorry soul from the Tree Speak stables. I suspect it was their vague vicinity that amazed the majority of my masticable morsels. Well, I've already had a hefty helping of these here nuts, so I won't be walking for a while. Might I trouble you take this to this Tree Speak in my stead? Prior to parting Pray Speak in Barnabonnet at the Yellow Serpent Gate, listen well to his directions or you're liable to get lost. Where is this guy? Here. Close to the... It's an old Britannia. Yeah, close to the Conjurer's Guild. There. Barnabontent. On an errand for the glutton of Lalafell. Aye. Past this gate and to the west you'll find Tree Speak stables. If memory serves, that iron snaffle of yours looks like a kind they use in chocobo brittles. Budwine would be the fellow to ask about that, of course. He looks after the chocobos there. You see, it could well be that he has a need of a snaffle. Okay, let's go. Like it. Oh, the Tree Speak stables. Simon's. Budwine. Okay, thank you, Budwine. Where's that damn thing gone this time? Huh? Oh, I ain't looking for Chocobo. The one of the verse is becoming a proper bloody handful. No, it's the snaffle for her brittle that I'm after. Bugger's gone and banished, see? Our snaffles are made special, see, to fit each chocobo's beak. Like so, replacing even a tiny snaffle like the one you're... Bugger me! Is that... Aye! 'Tis the same one that we lost. But why is it so sticky? And are these teeth marks? Stranger, I don't know what foul beast gov ye found this in, or what providence delivered ye, the hero that slew it. To me, here today, you've my deepest thanks. With this here snaffle, I can finally get back to training that yellow feather menace of mine. Take this with my thanks. Midnight. Okay, let's go for this one. Combos. Let's go back to Gridania. Oh, we need Gridania. Because we have an MSQ to take care of, guys. Come on. Unable to execute command. Okay. Oh, return home. Return home. So many people in this game. Crazy. Okay, MSQ, guys. MSQ. Mother Mune, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Hello. Offering me new boots and stuff. Thank you. Probably a whole new level. Nice. Ted, have you visited the Bannock on our wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Aether are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfred, is an instructor there, and I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there is anything you can do to help. Mind you, do not stray far from the path. The 12 Wood is no place for merry strolls through the underbush. Okay, off we go. Speak with this man's band. Try this again. Boom. Map. We are. Okay. Let's run this way. La 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 la. Boink, boink. Oh, this way. Almost got lost. This way. Nice. The Bannock. Oh, there he is. Galfred. Looks like Gearfried. Greetings, Ted Bloss. Muni sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred, and I am responsible for training our Twin Aether recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The 12th Wood is much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbral era 5 years ago. The power of the elementals wanes, and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong run rampant, stifling the weak and new sprung. Though it may not appear so to the eyes of an outsider, the 12th Wood is ailing its once rich variety, a fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their request and do all that you can. May the elementals bless your endeavors, Ted Bloss. Level 5, baby. Boom. Can use this now. 1 second, guys. Yes, baby? What? Okay. We're back. I'll probably just take the spear instead. That's a lot of EXP. Okay. I see you are eager to lend a hand, Ted. That is well. But I cannot, in good conscience, send you into the forest until I have established that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that in 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral Era, many of the 12 swooped creatures have transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without the proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor to be sufficient quality, present yourself to me for inspection. Head, body, hands, leg. Do we have enough cash to buy some? Merchant and mender. Maybe those quests can give me some gear. There we go. Ah, perfect timing. I was looking for a likely lad to track down some Twin Aider initiates. 3 of our newest recruits have failed to report for training. I'm exhausted from the month of solid drills, I expect. Considering their current physical state, I rather doubt they wander far. Oh gods, please don't mention wild beasts or blood. They're fine. I'm certain of it. Seek out my wayward troops and tell them to report back to me for on the double. Okay, this one. And the other is this. Accept. Hello there, adventurer. If it is work you seek, then look no further. Instructor Moristel needs a volunteer to bring him some bug Yarsen shells for the recruits to practice on. You'll find Yarsens in the river south of here. Once you pride the carapses from 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor. Okay, first things first. Who are you? Oh my goodness, you're falling asleep to snore. Just a few more moments, mother. Huh? Sergeant Kamazam? Oh, droppings. I must be late for training. Better run, boy. Wayward initiates, lazy initiates. attempting to become one with nature? Leave me be, good sir. What? Sergeant Kamazam sent you? Matron's tears, I better get back before she makes her boot one with my backside. Yeah, I wouldn't want that either, man. Yes, I'll do that. Oh, I only got 8 gil. Okay, not a big deal. We'll find one of these lazy boys again. Let me sell you some things. See. Can't see those on the rose guards, but you can on the Ellison. Interesting. This is a lazy person. I need to kill some of these. I'll do that. Oh, we're level 7. Oh, there's the other daydreaming initiate. Lazy punk. Such a soothing sound. One day I shall build a home near a river. Who are... You say a sergeant's looking for me? How long have I been here? What bell is it now? Stand aside, I must make haste. You must? Yes, you must. And one more thing to slay. Boom. Back. Two old quests. Just done for some cash, huh? Wait, what? Thank you, Ted. All the niches are now present and accounted for. It's always the same, you know. A handful of recruits, invariably lose focus, and a short while after being assigned for their new unit, the first rush of tension and excitement wears off, and the strain from constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them isn't always the best solution, though. I've their morale to think about. After all, still, I might give them a quick blast for good measure. What can I say? This is one battle I'm not afraid to fight. Cash. Nice switch. Oh. Okay, this is a boost kind of thing. Let's put her over there. Battle gear. That is correct. We have enough to buy something for our pants. We have boots, level 5, level 5, level 5 and level 5. Battle gear. I need legs. Cycle war legs. Okay. Okay, I think this should be okay. Ready for inspection, are we? Right then. Eyes forward, back straight. Yes, I think you passed, Master. You would be surprised at how many young, promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off into the woods without first donning a decent set of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide the required degree of protection, considering yourself ready for duty, Ted. Have you come to train? Ah, dude. Giving you some... Not a new recruit then. Wow. The Yarson shells I ordered Muriel to question. I see he's learned to delegate authority, if nothing else. Now that I have these carapaces, I can set my recruits some specialized drills. They are already adept at hitting a target, of course, but they need practical knowledge of exactly where a monster like the Yarsons is most vulnerable. Thanks to your efforts, I have no doubt they will fare rather better against the creatures when called upon. You should be proud of yourself. Both they and Bannock are safer with for your help. Oh, I should probably go back to that very simple at the beginning. Alright. New spear. You know, bone harpoon. Oh, it's the same spear they use all the time. Cool. Ah, Ted, by your tireless efforts, you have proven yourself a friend of Gridania. I believe you can be trusted with a sensitive intelligence. I would assign you a mission of considerable import. Yet, the need for secrecy prevents me from disclosing its details until you have pledged your participation. I am authorized to tell you only that it concerns suspicious activity in the 12's Wood. Say that you will lend us your aid, and I shall proceed with the briefing. Okay, I'm helping. Good time is good. Time is of the essence, so listen well. You will by now have heard that suspicious individuals have been seen prowling in the 12's Wood. And you may also be aware that the Ixali activity has risen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that this increase coincides almost exactly with the first recorded sighting of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tighten our surveillance in hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, our query is proving to be exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movements ahead of time. For where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed, acting independently and covertly. You may be able to close in on our query unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take their toll upon the citizenry, Ted. For their sake, I ask that you aid us in the investigation. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful we will shed a light upon this mystery. Begin your search at Lifeman Stump. It is there the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, my people cannot offer you support, lest our query catch the scent of our presence and evade us yet again. Proceed with caution. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We'll go this way. It's a rainy day, it seems, in the forest of the 12's Wood. What do we have here? Oh, what is that? Magical blade. Conjurer. We are about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. No. Let's go. I already know what happens. You just kill stuff. Come on.
Someone's already here. Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea. It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the Twelves Wood,
Is
we
this
almost
our
ended up
dark
as a trillion
stranger?
dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papalimos' fault, of course.
No,
Though
not this
he'd
one.
sooner swallow
Not
his
even
staff than
close.
admit
Come on.
that he's wrong. You know him, Kuplo Kop?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that. Kuplo Kop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow, and this sort of thing happens.
Oh boy. There's a big tree. Big, angry... Oh, that's a whole bunch of angry trees.
It seems we have little choice.
Can't say I can emulate that voice. Time to read, time to kill stuff. Let's go. complete.
hear, feel, think.
What is this place?
Crystal bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Well, guys,
Go now,
we got a space Heisenberg.
child, and shine thy
Made the bluest
light
crystal.
on all creation.
Interesting.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an Ixalan
Better?
chieftain. Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter.
Giant crystals.
Duh?
Can't say I've seen
loud,
any.
tactless,
Are you
much the
sure
same
you're
as
feeling
always.
better?
Yes.
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Esumian. He said Esumian. I'll remember that.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Goodbye.
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock.
Then
You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless... you don't know what's going on either.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
they walk funny. Yes. Pull out the sword. Boom. Quest complete. Ish. There we go. Is that an aetheryte crystal I need to attune myself to? I didn't know. Oh, snap. Didn't know there was another crystal there. Or is it? Oh no, it's fairly far away. Okay, never mind, never mind. Ted, it's good to see you back. One of our patrols sent word that you had been stopped doing battle with an enraged Trinant. I am relieved to find that you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at the Lifeman Stump? A sword in a stump and a dead Ixo. I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixali origin. It is of a kind used exclusively in beastmen's rituals. The Ixal rarely set foot in the central shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such risk? I fear something is afoot. What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles? Ha ha ha! So you've finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalimo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridanius counts them among her stoutest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land, and have been with us since before the calamity. Their grab may appear outlandish, and their exchanges baffling, but never once have they given us a cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the wood whalers in their work, so much as I hope you will in the days to come, Ted. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have capable adventurers such as you aiding us, and I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Level 7, baby. Alright, YouTube. This will be it for today's stream of A Realm Reborn. Voice acted, kind of. Please enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and drop a like and a comment below if you're watching this later on YouTube.